Hello, good morning. This is Sharon from Everything Beautiful. Today, I would like to give you a brief lesson on valances. And there are different types of valances, as I said before, hundreds of styles. And some are attached to your curtain, and some are detachable. Okay, so when they're detachable, like this one here, that is where the rod pocket comes in, and that is this at the top here where you would put your rod in here. And when you put this onto your rod, you have to leave it as flat as this when you hang it. You can't have it gathered up like curtains, okay? Because you won't get to see the style, okay? And so this is actually a Jabot valance. Now I don't know if you know about Jabot. Okay, but Jabot are short valances, not very short, depends on your windows, and they're found at the end, right and left side of your window. Okay, so you put this was actually two that I put together to create this valance, but a Jabot is half of this, so it's just from this side. Let me fold it and show you what a Jabot looks like. Okay, trying to get it neat. So that's a jabot, and this side would go to the wall. Okay, so I think I have it wrong there. So as you can see here, it is lined with orange, and I will be showing you how to do that. Okay, and also how to get this cut. So let me just show you some valances that are attached to the curtains where you use only one rod, and then later on we'll get back to making this. And I'm not going to go doing a lot of theory with this. I think I'm just going to show you the freehand style, just a practical way of getting it. Okay, and as I always say, it's mostly for the beginners. Okay, so let's go along. So here I have a valance, a curtain as a matter of fact, and the valance is attached to it, so you can see there how beautiful it is, and you can see the rod pocket here. So here is actually the rod pocket, and here is the header. Okay, so when you gather it, you have all that ruffle to the top. Now the rod pocket depends on the size of rod that you're using, so that could be any size. Okay, so let me show you another one. So here is another one, and I did this one, and this was a shower curtain that I had made maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. And as you see, I did the valance separately, but I attach it to the shower curtain. Another thing is that it doesn't matter what style valance you have, it can be used anywhere in your home. So you could use it in your living room, your dining room, you can use it in your bathroom, and you can use it in your kitchen. Okay, so anywhere you want to put your valance, if you want to add it to your shower curtain, your kitchen curtain, fine, nothing is wrong with that. They actually helps to beautify the curtain, really enhance the look of the curtain. And so a lot of times those curtains end up being a conversation piece. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that valance on it. So, you can have a simple curtain, and you can have it in your home already. And you said, okay, oh, this look blah. I want to do something. I don't know what to do. You can make a valance and then add it to your existing curtain or your existing window treatment. That's what it's really called, your window treatment. And as you know, this is the last one I'm showing you, and this one came with this curtain, which was originally my living room curtain, I think, and I'll now use it in my bathroom. So yes, we're back with the video with the valance that we're going to be making. And if you notice, the back of it is lined with orange, and that is why you get the pleats at the bottom having the orange on the other side. But you have to cut your pattern a certain kind of way to get those pleats. So here it is, and if you notice here, I have drawn, so this is the point and this is the center in the middle of the fabric, and I folded it in two, and I have here the point, so I draw a line from the point here, and if you notice I go up, okay, up at the side right here. So this would be the side, so it's like that. All right, and I drew my line there, and I'm just going to be cutting in that line. Once you draw the line like this, then you will get the design of the pleats at the bottom of the valance. Okay, another thing I want to tell you, if you don't want, and you know that it has to be lined, so whatever you cut here, this pattern, you're going to be using a different color if you desire a different color at the back of it. Okay, it's not straight because I'm holding the camera, but it's good enough. All right, so there it is, and if you notice here is much shorter. So what I'm going to be doing, and also this within itself is a valance. Okay, so let me show you. You can cut three of this and you have a three valances that could go over your window curtain. Okay, you just need to add the rod pocket to the top and stitch the sides, fold it two times, half inch, then 1 inch to the side, half inch, okay, then 1 inch on the wrong side, okay, and finish the bottom here. You could also put some tassel at the bottom, so I'm going to show you how you could finish the bottom. So now I have folded it back in two, so there it is. This is the center, the longest part of it, and out there is the point. Okay, so in this case, your iron, as I said, I won't be doing, I could have done this on paper. Also, I could have used my pen, my pencil and my ruler and draw lines on it, but I want it to be as simple as possible for the beginner. So I am doing it freehand, okay? So if you decide to pleat it the way I did the other one, your iron is your best friend, and today I'm going to eyeball it, so I'm just going to form my pleats randomly. Another thing is that if you want to measure out your pleats on this, the video that I did on pleats, how to pleat a skirt, you could use that, because it doesn't matter what you're doing, if it is cushions or valances, window curtains, uniforms, you know, clothing, everything, pleats are pleats. You just need to know how to do your pleats correctly. And so if you decide to do 1.5 inch pleats on this, then you should have at least a 4.5 inch space. As you know, one pleat has three levels: bottom, middle, and top. And if you decide to do 6 inches pleats on this, then you will use 6 inches. Okay, so it will be 2 inches for the bottom, 2 inches to the middle, and 2 inches for the top. And you can check out the video on pleats, and then you will have a better idea of what I'm talking about. But without further ado, let me see if I can pleat this and let you see. So as I said before, this is our center, and you pleat towards you. Okay, so I'm just eyeballing this, and I'm going to get my iron, because your iron is your best friend. All right, I'm not saying it's going to be accurate, but from experience I can do it pretty good. All right, so that is one, and I'm going to do another one. Okay, you can't go wrong with this. If you form your pleats and you need to correct them, you can just start all over. And if you prefer to do it on paper, just get your paper and cut your paper single, and single piece of paper, and single piece of paper, and form your pleats. So there it is. That's what I'm talking about. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to iron it and then open it so you can see. Okay, so I'm going to secure my pleats, and then I'm going to open it. And what you're going to do, if you're going to line this, you need to have another piece in a different color cut the same pattern just like this one. Okay, so let me iron it and get back to you. So I've secured my pleats by ironing, and here is my center, and you know the center is the longest part. So what I've done is just fold my pleats here again and press them on this side. I haven't done it because I want to do it with you. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Okay, don't want to bombard you with measurements at times. I know theory is hard for some people, and so sometimes I just want to simplify it and do it freehand, just the practical, and that's it. Okay, so if you notice, I have my crease here, so I'm going to take it over, and that's going to be back there. So you see, we actually formed the other side. All right, we're having a little problem here. Let me check to see what's happening there. Okay, it's wider than I had expected. Okay, so I'll have to correct that, but this is it. So that's one pleat, and that's another, and that's the third one. Okay, so pretty good. I have to correct it so here is properly aligned. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So that is what it's looking like. So you now have 1, 2, 3, 6 pleats, and that's on both sides. So we now need to cut another piece exactly like this. It's called a facing. All right, if you want to call another pattern, okay, or the lining, whatever you want to call it, you need to have 2 of this. Then you're going to place right side to right side like I taught you in the first valance video. Right side of that fabric that you're using to the right side of this, and you're going to open it out. You're going to open it back out just like that. Open it out and stitch, pin it or base it to get it neat. All right, stitch here, come down. When you come here with the V, you allow the needle to stay in the fabric and pivot the fabric, turn the fabric, but let the needle stay, and then you come up to this side and go over to the top to here and stop right there. Okay, do not touch the top. This is where we're going to put the rod pocket so that you can put a rod in it. Okay, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in part 2 of this.